What's up, people? This is Lawless One coming at you with another video. Just letting you know, in this video we are going to be discussing a lot of different things, primarily some news that has come to my attention from Sony. PlayStation 4 is getting an update and is set to be spectacular. There's a few other things that we want to discuss today. And a little bit about some future tech. Really excited about that, but we'll delve into that a little bit later. First, we want to talk about this upcoming firmware update to the PlayStation 4. So, let's talk. Alright. Basically, as you can see right here on the screen, upcoming Ps4 update to add share enhancements and HDCP off. Basically, I'm not gonna read the whole thing verbatim, and I'm just gonna go over a few key points. Basically, we heard back before the PlayStation 4's launch that the high definition copyright protection, which is what HDCP stands for, was supposed to have been removed after launch, and a couple of people, myself included, have been a little bit antsy about actually when they were going to remove it, just because as you can see, my channel is fairly new and I would love to do some gameplays for you guys. And of course, we all know there's a workaround, a few workarounds, but they all require additional equipment, and some of the equipment can get to be a little expensive. Some of the add-ons aren't really that expensive, or some of the components you need to actually work around it on the PlayStation 4 aren't that expensive. But if I can save myself a buck anywhere, I'm gonna do it. But primarily what we're talking about today is the fact that the high definition copyright protection will have an off switch. That's the biggest point, just because Let's Players and YouTubers alike, everybody who does gameplays is going to want to do gameplay videos for the PlayStation 4, and those people who aren't savvy enough to actually put together a system, or if they have a game capture device that isn't capable of the workaround, that may be an issue. Some people, some are young, some are older, some people just don't have that kind of disposable income yet. So it's more of a win-win for everybody. But along with that, we do see some additional changes that are coming, because everyone was kind of going bananas over Microsoft's addition of Twitch streaming to the Xbox One, and a lot of people are saying that the Xbox One's Twitch app is better than Sony's or PlayStation 4's, which I've seen it in action once or twice. In person, it's similar. It does have some features that I wish PlayStation did incorporate into the system. But all in all, I could say, yeah, it kind of was better. I'm not going to be that guy, but it was better. But looks like those actual features, one of the features was higher resolution video. I think the video is 720p on the Xbox One. It will now be 720p on the PlayStation 4. Twitch broadcast, they're able to be archived now. It's another feature we touted about, because before you couldn't archive your Twitch streams, and it got to be kind of annoying. And keep in mind, folks, I do stream on Twitch. Even though I have rebranded the channel, the Twitch TV channel will still remain Kid Notorious 07 until I have changed it. So as of right now, you can follow me at twitch.tv/Kid Notorious 07. And it will remain that for a while, but I do stream quite a lot on my PlayStation 4. Call of Duty, Dead Nation. I've actually been streaming Warframe lately. It's the free-to-play game on the PlayStation 4. If you have not tried it out, it is pretty good. It's pretty good. It's fun. Has a lot of, it's that free-to-play model, so there are microtransactions, but doesn't get in the way of the gameplay. But anyway, back to what we were talking about. I'm so excited that the HDCP is moving, because I waited actually to buy any game capture software hardware I should say, to see whether or not they were gonna do it in a timely manner. If by the time summer got into full swing and I just hadn't heard anything, I was gonna go ahead and bite the bullet and make that purchase. But now I do know that it's coming very, very soon, so I won't have to buy any HDMI to DVI converters or anything like that, any additional toslink cables. cables, everything that I need will come in the box. And I'm shooting for the Elgato HD game capture. Now, people say it's the best. I have done a lot of research on different game capture devices. So actually, let me know in the comments below what game capture device you would recommend for a pretty decent price, because the game capture HD price I've been looking at is about 159, 169 US. So let me know if there's any feasible options with the same type of, with comparable software. It's not going to be the exact same, but with comparable software that has almost the exact same features. I'll take a caveat here or there, but I want something that's going to give me almost the same features, and maybe I haven't heard of it, or maybe I haven't found. I know Hoppage has one, and there are a few others I've looked at. I can't think of them right now, but there are a few others I have looked at, and I'll probably make another video getting some ideas about what HD capture device to buy before I make that purchase. But I'm leaning towards the Elgato right now. So that being said, I'm really excited about this update. Hopefully they do something to speed up the responsiveness of the share button. I'm not absolutely sure if that depends on where you are in the game, or what game it is, or how many things you're doing in the background. I really don't, but right now the share button is not slow by any means, but when I press the share button, I do get about a 2-second at some points it can be almost 3-second delay when it's coming up. And of course, I foolishly pressed it in the middle of a Ghost, a multiplayer session of Ghost, which is moronic. But I just want to get that moment. Sometimes I just want to cap that moment, record it, and go back to playing. But primarily, this update is gonna bring that, and that's the most welcome thing I could see them adding to the PlayStation 4 right now. It also will add a rich video editor with a simple tool to personalize your video clips. And you also will be able to export and save your videos and screenshots to a flash drive. So that's exciting, because a lot of people who don't have HD game capture, HD game capture equipment, or can't afford it, if you can afford a 32, 64, however big flash drive, you can actually take video clips from your sessions, record them, and put them on your computer and edit them and upload them anywhere, or just share them with your friends. That's going to be an amazing feature, because it takes away the need for people like me who want to do game plays, who may not have the equipment yet, or people who may not want to spend that kind of money on that type of equipment. It takes away their need for actual, a lot of equipment. You still may have some video editing software or Windows Movie Maker or whatever you use at that point, but it's a great option, and I think it's very, very, very welcome at this point. Hopefully they change a little bit of the interface, I should say. It's not the XMB anymore, but the interface. Give us some customization option, or give us some kind of clarity. I wish I could group my feed directly by the friends I interact with most. That's one of the features I'm dying for. Like, as far as the what's new feed, it kind of just throws everything more recently done in there, and I like it how it is now. But I'd like the option to be able to group each person, get my most active people, or most the people I correspond with, or let me set like a top favorites of some kind, and give me just their information at the top, and then everybody else is below that. Just a thought. Most people already know the share button features. You can upload a tiny, you can pull a tiny clip from your game into your computer. I'm not sure if it's 30 seconds or you can go a lot longer. I've seen them a lot longer, but I think it depends on how much space you want to actually use to allocate for that. So it may be actually as long as you want it. You can, of course, stream directly to Twitch or Ustream. Link your Facebook or your Twitch account, and you can actually have notifications going out to your Facebook friends. Hey, I'm streaming right now. And speaking of Facebook, you can follow the gaming Facebook page I've created. Well, as far as for this channel, where you can find all my updates and all my recent information at no, it's not. Sorry, Facebook.com/lawless1. And that's where you'll find all the information about the page, and anything I'm uploading, or if if you're on Facebook more than you're on YouTube, you actually can follow me at, you can friend me on Facebook, I should say, and then you can follow me on Twitter. It's lawless1. at Lawless1, sorry, at Lawless107. I want to make sure I was getting it right for you guys, and I actually put that in the description of the video so you guys can like and follow those pages, just so you can keep up with what's going on with the channel. Now, basically, the upcoming update, like I said, a simple tool to personalize your video clips with the rich video editor, the ability to export and save your videos to a USB drive, and HDCP off option for capturing gameplay. I don't know why they wouldn't just remove it altogether, because they give you the option to turn it off. Why would you ever want to turn it back on, unless it does something else that they're not telling us as of yet. But they haven't mentioned anything, so I'm not worried too much there. And the Twitch features higher resolution, 720p, and being able to archive your broadcast. So really excited about that. And this is one more thing I actually wanted to talk to you guys about today. We are definitely stepping into the next generation of gaming. And I say that because I've said it before, but this, like Project Morpheus, Sony, I heard about a couple years ago. They are actually about to reveal, well, they have revealed at Game Developer Conference, Project Morpheus. It's a virtual reality headset that's basically gonna give us the ability to have a more immersive experience with, you know, our games. And it's kind of crazy because first thing I thought about this, and I was like, did Sony buy the Oculus Rift or something to that effect? But no, this is a completely separate virtual reality headset by Sony, and it's going to be put out kind of like the Kinect and the Move and like a peripheral. It's an add-on, but it comes with endless possibilities. Like, imagine playing like an immersive game like Skyrim or the Elder Scrolls Online in virtual reality, where you're in that world. You have the Move, it's swords in your hand, you have a sword shield, you know, you're fighting, you're moving around, and you're in that world. You've immersed yourself in that world just by taking it all in. It's the possibilities are endless. Like Project Morpheus, free your mind. Like, is that like hectic? Like, to me, it brings about like a lot of ideas. Hopefully they don't muck it up. Sony has been known to kind of, well, lately I should say, Sony is guilty of actually just kind of hyping a product, throwing it out there in the water and seeing how it goes, just like the Vita and the Move. Now the Vita is gaining traction because of the release of the PS4, but it's not, the sales are nowhere near as good as they would need them to be to compete with the 3DS, which is marvelous, by the way. I think if Nintendo focused solely on the 3DS, they may, you know, become profitable again. But anyway, this Project Morpheus, it just lends itself to a lot of different options. It's going to be a head-mounted display with up to 1080p resolution and a 90-degree field of view. So that'll give you, you know, prime real estate to actually take a step back and actually take in everything that you're seeing. Like, imagine playing Destiny on this Project Morpheus. I know, and like people said, we have the Oculus Rift. It's you know, brand new. You'll be able to get one by the end of the year. This is still, you know, something brand new that they're not giving us any real specs or a time frame on when it's going to release. But the Oculus Rift is a very small, you know, team compared to the folks at SCE, and that's Sony Computer Entertainment. Sony is freaking Sony. Like, and I don't say that to say it. I say it because it's freaking Sony. Like, it's like saying, oh, you know, I got, you know, what would you say? I got like something from, you know, down the street, from a guy selling it out of the back of his car, as opposed to saying I bought it from Sony. Like, it's insane. Like, and that's not taking anything away from the Oculus Rift, because before I heard about this, I was still excited, and I'm on that train. If it does come out by the end of this year, I'll definitely get one. So it's not that I'm downing the Oculus Rift for what it is. I'm just saying that if given the choice and they had a similar price point, I'd choose the Sony one. And who wouldn't, you know? But yeah, it's going to be. It does use the camera, so the PlayStation camera is going to be required, and they say they're pushing it out. A lot of different developers are at a game developer conference, and a lot of people are touting it already. They're saying it's amazing. Even just the prototype is amazing. So a lot of people are getting to use it, and I'll probably bring you some updated information about it probably tomorrow once I can see how people have their previews and their little people's idea of it once they've used it. I'll bring that to you. It will work with the DualShock 4 wireless controller and PlayStation Move. So if you have a Move, this may be a reason to pull it out of the attic. Blow that dust off of it and pull it out once this Project Morpheus becomes an actual item that we can purchase. Been working on it for over 3 years, and they've refined a vision for virtual reality, and this is their vision, and hopefully it comes to fruition. And all of our, if it ends up being what I want it to be, or even remotely close, they can. I'll shut up. They should just shut up and take my money, because at that point I've literally given them. They've just taken it out of my bank account, because there's nothing there. It has audio technology, so you're not gonna have to listen to the audio somewhere else. It's all gonna be integrated into the headset. It may even do chat with the headset, which probably is gonna be a given. Sound and visuals change depending on your head orientation. It works really well to track your movement, and this is all from them. I haven't, of course, tried it or nothing, but basically this is coming directly from them. What they're saying it'll be able to do, and what that is now, and what it'll be in the future. You have no clue what it could be, but hopefully they don't muck it up, because this is bullshit. Like if they go into this like they went in with the Move, I'll be highly pissed, because at this point it's a reality. I really want it. I don't think anybody, is going to object to at least trying it out. And hopefully they'll have active displays in GameStop, Best Buy, Walmart's all over the place, so we can all try it a little bit. That line will be long as shit. Like, it'll be the longest line on earth if people are just, standing in line to try on this headset. But that's all I got for you guys. Go ahead and let me know in the comments how excited you are for this update, this firmware update for the PlayStation 4. Anything you think they should add with the update, anything you feel like they're probably not going to do, and how excited are you for this Project Morpheus? Hands down, it looks like a great idea from a pretty straightforward company that hopefully they'll give us the experience that we want. But thanks for watching, guys. Go ahead and like the video if you liked it, dislike it if you didn't like it. Leave me a comment, tell me what I'm doing good, tell me what I'm not doing so well, and go and subscribe if you want to be a part of us, because we are gaming is everything. See you later.